council at this time. There is a taker, so please come to the microphone.
Good evening. My name is Ted Valikas. I'm the owner of Pinocchio's Restaurant. I live in Upper Providence. I'm coming tonight to talk about the Media Farmer Market, which is held at the Media Theater's lot on Gailey and State Street. I request that the farmers market be relocated for the following reasons. First, parking is limited when the farmers market isn't in town, and the farmers market in that small area becomes gridlocked with cars. Gailey Street, the Media Theater, Baker Street provides parking for numerous employees from the post office, Wextall, Marseco, Rimmer, employees, and my own employees. It's not only employees, but all these businesses have customers who need parking. Gailey Street and Baker Street also has residents that use that lot. In the afternoon, when Media Elementary lets out, parents park on State Street and Gailey Street to pick up their children. There's absolutely not enough parking to tie up 27 spots for the farmers market every Thursday, May to October, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. when they are in town. During the farmers market, people illegally park, which creates a huge problem for the post office tractor trailers to get in and out of their parking lot. The farmers market customers have blocked in lots owned by Westall and Marseco, so they are unable to leave their own parking lot. They've titled Pinocchio's parking lot so our own customers can't park, not to mention they come in and use our bathrooms along with my neighbor Ed Rimmer's bathrooms as well. They've also been seen urinating in their neighbors' yards. Not sure where their bathrooms are for the farmers market and where do they wash their hands. Then there's the issue of parking for all the vendors themselves. Many of them park on State Street. When trying to turn off at Gailey into State, it's impossible to see past their trucks. It's an accident waiting to happen. Jim Jeffries has been there. I spoke to him numerous times about this, and he's been down there to see the gridlock. They actually came out one time and put barriers on the X's, which only makes it worse because sometimes people park on, not sometimes, they park on the X's to do their shopping. The barriers have disappeared. Secondly, the food market is not bringing in vendors who are also selling their goods, but they've now started bringing in food trucks, which is a direct competition with the restaurants here in Media. The worst was when they brought in a pizza truck. Pinocchio's is on one corner and Apollo's up the street. The restaurant in the boroughs pays taxes, licenses, and fees. Do the food trucks pay that? Do they have health inspectors inspecting their food? Thirdly, there are other safer or less congested locations in Media's farmers market within the borough. It's been known that they've turned down other locations, but I ask you to revisit these locations to relieve the stress of the farmers market and causing the above-mentioned businesses. One of the locations I think would be great is having it right here at the community center. It's in the heart of Media, and people will be able to walk here, and there's plenty of parking, and I suggest that we move it to the community center. I appreciate your consideration in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Valikas. We do have a liaison to the farmers market here present, Councilman Amy Johnson. Ms. Johnson, that was a number of issues that were raised. And Mr. Valikas, we have received a copy of your letter. Have you shared that with the members of the farmers market?
I have, and actually I just saw that Patty, who is our farmers market president, has emailed you back this evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have forwarded it on mail aware, and she has given a response, thoughtful response.
Well, thank you.
Will you be prepared at our next workshop meeting to address those concerns?
I will not. I will be away.
All right.
But I'll be sure to have a written report.
Okay, good. Because some of the concerns that were mentioned here tonight are almost by definition concerning.
Absolutely.
And of course, we'd like to know as much of the facts as we can before we make any decisions. All right. Is there anybody else who wishes to address council this evening before we